Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to cover a very important SQL interview question which has been asked in the interviews very frequently. So let's start. So the problem is you will be given one table, okay, and you will be asked to convert the rows to column without using the pivot function, okay. So for example, if you see this input table, okay, we have reason, month and amount columns, okay. And if you notice the month column, we have this January, February and March values, okay. And if you see in the output, we are converting this month values January, February, March to columns, right? January, February, March, okay. And if you see in the values also in the January column, we are getting for north region, we are getting 100. How this is coming? If you see in the input table, right, for north region for January, what was the amount column value? It was 100, okay. So that's what it is coming in output also. For south region, if you see for January, what were the values? It was 120 and it was 80. So it is a sum of both these, right? 120 plus 80, 200 we are getting in output, okay. So I hope you are able to get it right. So what we need to do here, we want to convert the month values January, February, March to columns, okay. And against that, which values we want to fetch? We want to fetch this amount values, right? I hope this is clear, okay. So talking about the solution of this question, okay. This problem is very simple if you know the case statement in SQL, okay. So before giving the solution, I will request everyone, if you like my video, then please go and subscribe to my channel, okay. So I have already created this case statement video, okay. You can see here, okay. You can watch this if you don't know the case statement SQL. If you subscribe to my channel, then it will only give confidence to me, okay, to create more content, okay. So I will request everyone to please subscribe to my channel and like the videos, okay. Thank you guys. And so now let's move to the solution of this question, okay. So So now let's move to the database, okay. We will understand the solution there, okay. So as you can see, I already have this create table statement, insert table statement, okay. I will put this into my YouTube video description so that you can practice the same, okay. So you can see I already have this table created, okay. So now let me do one thing. What I will try to do first, I will try to create the columns, okay. What I will do, I will create this region column, January, February and March columns, okay. So let's do that first, okay. So we already have the region column, so we can easily select that, okay. Now, how to create this January column? It is very simple, right? If you know the case statement, case, what is the syntax? Case when month equal to January, then what I want? Then I want to fetch the amount column value, right? Amount, and I want to give alias name as January, okay? That so it will create the January column for me, okay? Now I can use the same syntax for creating the Feb and March columns, okay? So let me do that. What I will say, when month equals to Feb, then I want the Feb column, and when month equals to March, I want to name it as March, okay. So let's execute this and see are we getting the columns or not, okay. So let me execute this. So you can see, right, I am getting the January, February and March as columns, okay, and against that we are getting the values of the amount column, okay. But now if you notice one thing, right, we want the output to be like this, right? We just want two rows, right? We want the sum of all the values into one row, right, for each region, okay. But right now we are getting this multiple rows, right? So how can we do that? So that is also very simple, right? What I can do, I can do group by region, right, and I can do the sum of all these columns, right? So what I will do, I will do sum, okay. Let me do it sum. Let me do it for each column. Why we are doing sum here? Because as I explained here, right, let's say for south region for January month, what are the values? 120 plus 80. So that's what I want in my output, right? 200, right? That's what I want to display. So that's why we are using the sum function here, okay. I hope this is clear, right? So now I can do group by region, right? What I will say, group by region, okay. So now let me execute this and see are we getting the output or not. So you can clearly see, right, I am getting the expected output that I wanted right here, right. For south region we are getting 200 value, and for north region we are getting 100 value, and the same goes for February and March month also. Okay, so I hope I was able to explain this question to you. Okay, so as I told you, if you know the case statement, then this question is very simple for you. Okay, so I hope I was able to cover this question, and we will meet in the next video with some interesting SQL question. Okay, till then, goodbye and thank you.